Hi, this is Nestor Villalobos again, and today we'll be talking about designing an SOP workflow. Going back to our play button icon here on the menu, if you remember in our previous video tutorial, we actually created a new SOP class, a new SOP class for the workflow that we were currently working on. And we are going to now go into the designing that workflow. We're going to be adding the steps for the SOP. So we just click on design SOP workflow, and this is the page. Notice that we have some tools here, the attach and product view. We'll be going into details later. Right now we're going to look for the SOP that we created. If you remember, that SOP is called RTV, Return to Vendor Storage Warehouse. I have other ones here, but this is the one that we created in a previous video. If you remember, it's about a warehouse, and we're going to be adding products. We're going to be talking about requests and assets, all those three things connected, and in the center we always have the customer. So remember Kevin will be connecting Kevin to all of this. This is the Kevin is the employee, the customer. So we're gonna select the SOP we created. There it is, and we are going to add the steps for a return to vendor workflow. Basically, that entails a key dailies by product type, and step 2 is handle overrides. The other step is to review the option in the system. This is some abbreviation that they use in their system. We're going to be checking the exceptions. We're going to create the shipment for the return to vendor. We are going to perform shipment audits. We're going to call UPS. We're going to review a DST. These are just SOPs, standard operation procedure for a return to vendor. Key RTV paperwork. We're going to handle exceptions. We're going to process the shipments, and lastly we're going to log in RTC shipments using, and these are just terms for the procedures. These are original steps during that process where you return a product that in a warehouse that needs to be returned to the sender. Once we enter all this information here, we have a certain type. We cannot enter too much information. It has to be something basic. These are steps that employees and customers follow up to complete the task. So we're gonna save that. So once it's been saved, we're going to search for it, but we're not going to go here. We will be going to the product inventory to find our SOP we just created. We click on it, and by saying product, I'm talking about this icon right here, the shopping bag product inventory. This is where we clicked, and we are going to do a search for the main keyword is RTV. And there it is. It's our first item right here, the RTV Return to Vendor Storage Warehouse. That's the name that we gave it to the SOP. We are going to click on it, and here we have the page for that SOP that contains those steps that I showed you previously, the 12 steps for the standard operation procedure. You can see the quantity is 0. We haven't added anything to the inventory, but it is connected. From here, we'll be talking about this area, the activities area. We have the inventory. We can delete, we can transfer. This area I have shown you previously under products. If we remember in the previous videos that I showed you the product inventory and how to create a new product. The same thing with the SOPs. The new SOP class, we create the SOP with the standard operation procedures. Then we are going to design it, which is the part that I just showed you. And finally, once we do all that, we're going to go into the product icon right here with the shopping bag, and we're going to click on the product inventory to get the list, and that's what I just showed you. Here it is. Notice that we are now under the activities. We have the same sections that we had previously under products, so it's pretty much like a product. We're gonna go add a product to this SOP, and we are going to see it's already connected to our SOP, the product. So we're gonna put the quantity of SOPs, products SOPs, and let's say we're gonna add 50. The site will be our Verity Logistics site. We're gonna add that inventory to our SOP. We were getting an email shortly. We go into products again, product inventory, and we'll be looking for that SOP here by typing again the name. I'm just gonna type RTV since that's the name that I gave it. So here it is. We go back into it, and we just added 50 products to SOP products to our SOP document. We can delete it, we can transfer, and you already know this part. We can transfer 25. Let's put 25, that's the amount, from our Verity Logistics site to another site, and we're just gonna pick the other one, the Verity Printing, transfer, get an email, we just transfer it. So we go back into our product inventory, and we're gonna be searching for the RTV SOP. Here it is, the first one, and to see our total from the inventory, we just click on the show inventory, and remember, just click on site quantity, and you will see what happened. What happened was I had 50 on the Verity Logistics site right here, and I transferred 25 to the Verity Printing. Okay, and we have connected that SOP to these two sites, as you can see here. So we are going to go back again into the product inventory, RTV. Here's a return to vendor storage warehouse SOP. This is how we checked our transfer, the bulk ups area, and we're gonna select that product name. We can connect easily that the new product SOP we just created. Actually, here we're going to connect a physical product, and we are going to use the actual storage bin that we used in the previous, the green maze storage bin that we used previously on the products. The operation will be to add, and we're gonna add some storage bins to create a collection, if you remember. So the quantity will be 100. Actually, let's pick 20. 20 storage bin, green maze storage bins, and into the domain side we're going to use the logistics. and we're going to assemble a collection. This is, remember, the bulk ops. The main idea here is to create a collection, and we're going to use a merge append to create that collection, and immediately we get the email, and this is our collection set we just created and submitted. Thank you.